So today we're going to make a lamb and eggplant stew in a kind of Arabic style. It's known as nashif. It's got some beautiful, beautiful spices in there. Some lovely tender lamb. I'm using some leg of lamb. Serving this with a little bit of bread or kubas. You could also eat this with rice. Absolutely delicious. Welcome back once again to How to Cook Great Food. So let's take a look at what we have here. So I've got some lamb here. I'm using leg of lamb. It's cut into fairly, nice, decent sized chunks. There's a little bit of bone in there and also a little bit of fat. 1 can of tomatoes, 1 onion, tomato paste. There's 130 grams there. 1 tablespoon of garlic. And let's check out our spices here. So we've got 2 teaspoons of cumin and then 1 each of coriander, thyme, green cardamom powder, cinnamon, and this is black lime. A lot of you might not be able to get black lime. It's a black lemon or lime powder. Beautiful flavour. Now you may notice that the eggplant or aubergine is missing. That's because I'm not going to cut it yet because it will discolour. So we're going to get the meat and that happening and then we'll move on to that later. Let's get to the cooker. Right, let's get moving. So I've got a pan here. You're going to need a pot or a pan. I've got some olive oil in there. We're going to get our meat in. Now I've got about 600 grams of the meat there. Like I said, I'm using leg. You could use in a different cut if you want. Nice bit of fat, which I like in there. And there may be a little bit of bone here and there. Medium heat. We're just going to get this meat or the lamb sealed. So I'm going to toss this around in the pan just for about 4 to 5 minutes. And there we go. Obviously the meat is absolutely nowhere near cooked. We've just got a little sealing on it. Next up we're going to drop in that onion, 1 onion. I'm using a red onion which I've sliced. Also now going to add that tablespoon of garlic. And I'll be back again in about 4 minutes. Fabulous. Next up, I'm going to get the tomato paste in. There's 130 grams there. Or one of those kind of, small Tetra Pak things. To that I want to add some salt and black pepper. And I really want to cook this tomato paste out. So we're going to go for about another 4 or 5 minutes staying on this heat. Really, really cook it out in there. I say, want a nice sort of medium heat, nothing crazy. Yeah, I'll be back in about 4 or 5. So it's looking wonderful. You can see that the oil is separated out of the tomato there. Fabulous stuff. We're now going to drop in our spices. Let's just take one more look at them. So 2 teaspoons of the cumin and then 1 each of cinnamon, black lime or lemon, coriander, thyme and green cardamom. In that goes. Now, if you can't get all those spices, you could maybe try and get some of this stuff. Baharat. Baharat doesn't have exactly what's in there, but it is a kind of nice kind of Middle Eastern spice that you could cook with, and you can get it at most stores, depending on where you live. Let's just give that a little mix. Yeah, so Baharat doesn't have the black lime in it, but it does have a lot of the other spices and a few others. It's just good to use stuff to find a nice kind of Arabic, Middle Eastern curry spice, if you know what I mean. Okay, we're now going to drop in that 1 can of tomatoes, which I'm just going to break there, whole plum as you can see. I'm just going to roughly break them. And then medium heat, 5 minutes. Give it a stir every now and then we're back. This is going to be absolutely delicious. Really fabulous stuff that is. Right, what we're going to do now is I'm going to drop a little bit of water in there. Now you could be using a stock if you want. I'm going for water. And then here's our eggplant, just 1 eggplant that I cut up into that shape. You can cut it a different shape if you want, like bigger or smaller, entirely up to you. So stay on a medium heat, go for another 5 or 6 minutes, then we're back, and all we're going to do then is lid it and simmer. So yeah, but at this stage, medium heat, 5 minutes or so, 5, 6 minutes. See you then. Okay, that's beautiful. Now, I'm going to drop the heat down to a simmer, nice low now. We're going to go low and slow on this. Now, depending on the quality of the lamb that you've used or the size that you've cut, both matter. It's going to depend on how long it's going to take. So look, lid goes on. For me, that's going to go really nice, low and slow for 30 minutes. Okay, off goes the heat. Off comes the lid. Get some steam out of there for you. And that's done beautifully. Nice and tender. And not swimming in sauce. You don't want this dish swimming in the sauce. Delicious. Check that for salt. You might want to add a bit more. I'm great. Let me get that on the plate. Absolutely beautiful. So what I've done is I've just topped that off with a little bit of chopped parsley, serving that with some bread, or kubus as we call it in this part of the world. Just really, really lovely. You can eat that with rice or with bread. I prefer it with bread. Super tender lamb with some eggplants. Hope you enjoy that. We'll see you very soon. Lots of love. Thank you so much for checking out our videos. We're currently steaming ahead to actually reaching nearly 100 million views, which is fantastic. I think we've got over 3,000 uploads now. We've really been going at it since I think 2012 we started back in the day. But yeah, thanks so much for watching our videos. Please do give us a thumbs up. It really does help us out a great deal, and also leave a comment. We do like to hear from you. Now, what we've been up to, so lots going on. We're now based in Bahrain. We're here for a little while in the kitchen here, which is fantastic. We're having a great time. Kids are really enjoying themselves. We are cooking away at a rapid rate, trying to do this new series called Eating with Locals, where I want to go and eat with different, people from different nationalities and eat their food and have a little chat, see if I can learn something. Hoping this COVID thing's gonna shift. Don't know when it's going to happen, but maybe soon. If it does, I'm going to get back on the road. I want to get back on an aeroplane, as I'm sure many of you do as well, and get out there and sort of, see the sights, taste some food and meet some people. It would be fantastic if you would buy us a cup of coffee. Help us along with the channel. We're not funded in any way. We're self-funded. We don't endorse any products. There's a link down below. If you would like to buy me a coffee, a couple of dollars or whatever you want, just follow the link. That would be fantastic. That's about it. We're doing great, and we hope that you're doing fine, and we'll see you soon. Lots of love.